In the description are my three films, The Trap, Case of Death, and The Man Who Died. If you enjoy them, pass them on to other people. Much appreciated. Okay, I was watching this film last night, and who do I see in this movie? Let me just backtrack a tiny bit. I was watching this movie, right? And because I couldn't find it on any normal streaming site, I've got no internet where I live. I've just got 4G from the phone, and I live outside the village a little bit, so the signal's not great, right? So I finally found a version of this film, but it was in 480p, and I couldn't really watch it properly without skipping. It kept not skipping. It kept stopping, right? It kept stopping every now and then. And I was like, so I had to watch the whole film with it stopping all the fucking time. So it was like you get you get about 10, 15 seconds, and then you get a little bit of audio and a freeze frame picture, and then I was watching it that way. And then I finally had enough of it last night. I got up to about 50 minutes, right? So this film, even though it's only an hour and 50 minutes, right, or something like that, it took me 6 hours to watch it. 6 hours to bring this review of this movie, No Man's Land, right? So as it freeze frames in one, I watched the rest of the movie the next day, right? So I was like, yeah, fuck, Jesus, man. Anyway, I kind of enjoyed the movie, so I put up with that. In one of the freeze frames, who's on the screen as an extra? Brad Pitt. There he is, trying to get his mug into a movie. But it goes to show you that, everyone's going to start somewhere. I think he had a bit of problems he tried to get a line in this movie, and the director was like, you do that again and you're out of here, right? Because he needed to get some sort of card or something to do with the union or something like that, and he needed a speaking part, even if it was just a couple of words, something like that, right? So he's there, and just for a couple of shots, you just see him in the background. But I probably wouldn't have even seen him if the film wasn't freezing all the time, right? So we'll get to the movie now in a sec. So it goes to show you that you got to start somewhere, and also goes to show you these people are just trying to find a job, dude. I don't know why people are taking all movie stars so seriously. So, and I like certain movie stars; they can be cool, right? So I was watching a tiny bit of Charlie Sheen the other night, and I was like, oh, geez, it's on Joe Rogan's channel. I can't stand Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, to me, is like the last person you'd listen to, that nasally fucking voice, I just can't put it into words how I can't stand even listening to his voice for more than a split second, a microbe of a second. Joe fucking Rogan. But I wanted to hear what Charlie Sheen had to say in this small segment. So I was just praying and hoping that, like, okay, please, let's just hope and pray that Charlie's doing a little bit more of the talking in this 5 minutes segment that I was listening to than Joe fucking Rogan. Have you seen his name on his thing as well? Powerful Joe Rogan clips. Powerful? Wait a second, Shane. This guy can kick your ass. He does all fucking martial arts. I don't care if he can beat a flea up. Okay, he's fucking annoying, dude. Fucking hell. Everyone unsubscribe from Joe right now. Fucking why? Why? Anyway, right? So, as I was listening to Charlie Sheen, I thought, okay, I'm going to watch one film of his because I like the guy. I like his honesty. I like his cattiness. I like the way that he comes across. And he's had life experience at this point, right? And he had a strange kind of upbringing maybe, and, he was in the limelight. And anyway, I kind of like the guy. I think he's interesting. I think he's an interesting guy. So I decided to watch No Man's Land, and it was a film I wanted to watch a good few times, but I could never get it. So we'll segue back to the freeze frame film I was watching last night and this morning to watch this film. So what I liked about this film, what I really liked about it, is the dynamic between D.B. Sweeney and him. It's kind of like they have this kind of like bromance in the film, and they have a really good connection, and they really work well together on the screen, the two of them. Really work well together on the screen, the two of them. And I also liked it. That's why I put the thumbnail unpredictable. It's unpredictable, man. I was watching it going like, okay, this is basically a film that is the same as Point Break. It's the same as The Fast and the Furious, even though it was made before these movies. If you watch, especially, both of them, and probably other movies too, but this film was great. I thought it was really good. It was really watchable, even though it was it was hard for me to watch it because I kept skipping. And I was there, man. I was like, fuck. It just kept freeze framing in awkward frames as well, strange frames, strange facial expressions and shit, right? So I was watching it, and it is a testament how much I liked the film because I was willing to go through that annoying procedure of it stopping and starting and doing all that stuff. The performances are really good in this film. And like I said, the two of them work really well together, and it's unpredictable. You never knew what was going to happen right until the end. And I never seen this film until yesterday. Never seen it before. I seen clips of it on YouTube or the shorts and stuff like that, but I never ever seen the movie before, and I really wanted to watch it, but like I said, I couldn't find it anywhere, and I finally found it somewhere where I watched it. It took me 6 hours to watch it, but it's a really good movie. I really liked it. There's some cheesy acting in it. Some of the car chases are really good in it. I like some of the angles of the car chases. I like the dynamic between the two of them. And I liked how unpredictable it was. Like when he tries to steal his first car, DB Sweeney, and Charlie Sheen is watching from an overhead car park, and this chase ensues with all these valet drivers. And I was like, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting just, so it was unpredictable, and it went through all the streets and stuff like that. And then when he does steal the same car again, and he goes back to steal it, but we don't see it. It's off screen. I thought these little choices were really good. The screenplay was really good, and the editing was really good. And I liked the way it was filmed, the cinematography, and how it was filmed. Can't really put it into words, but just the angles and the way it was done, and the lighting and everything. I really liked it. I really liked it. It's an underrated gem in my view, and definitely check it out because it was a film that I was surprised by, and like I said, it is very similar to Point Break and especially The Fast and the Furious. You can even see some nearly identical shots, pretty much, right? But yeah, so check it out, and adios for now.